Cesar, you can set the rules.
Yes. No, I can't set the rules because you're the, what is
No,
it?
but just tell everybody like.
Yeah, we can, everybody, if we can just go ahead and put ourselves on mute. I think Fox is still unmuted. So we can just all go ahead and mute ourselves, and we're gonna give, I think most of our, if not all of our panelists are here, and we're gonna give everybody a chance, a couple of more minutes. I see Susie in the car. I hope she's practicing safe driving skills.
I am not driving. I am in the passenger seat.
Okay, good.
Mom's driving.
Mom's driving. Okay, good. And we have our attorney Roberto Quijano here, who's going to be giving his legal perspective on it. We also have Devani, and we have Cesar Hernandez. Devani is a longtime DACA recipient, and Cesar is somebody who's currently applying for DACA. So we're going to give 2 more minutes, and we'll go from there. Y como siempre, para nuestros canales en español, lo vamos a hacer primero en inglés y después vamos a dar comentario en español cada persona. Cesar, are you comfortable in Spanish?
I'm comfortable another way.
Okay, so we'll ask you to give your thoughts first, what we were talking about beforehand in English and then in Spanish, okay? But I'll come back to you in a second. Mm-hmm.
All right.
Alain, ¿hay alguien más en la llamada?
No, no hay nadie más. I think we have everybody.
Let me see. Okay, let me just work out one last kink and then we will get started.
¿Qué pasó?
All right, so we're actually gonna switch it up, and we are gonna give everybody permission to record their own footage. So then that way we don't have to send it out and we won't miss anybody. Okay.
Thank you.
So everybody should have recording or should start having recording privileges. We just
This meeting is being
go
recorded.
ahead and put it back on mute. Okay, perfect. All right, Alain, when you're ready, just give me the signal and we'll go ahead and get started.
I think I give access to everyone to record, and we're ready. And also we're going to Facebook Live. Go ahead, Cesar.
All right, so good afternoon. My name is Cesar Espinosa, and I'm Executive Director of FIEL. Thank you to all the media for joining us, and thank you to all the folks who have joined us so far. We're going to give statements both in English and in Spanish, and then we will have our speaker panel go after me. So, mi nombre es César Espinosa y soy director ejecutivo de FIEL. Gracias por acompañarnos. Vamos a dar un poco de perspectiva de qué es lo que está pasando ahorita con el programa DACA y después vamos a tener nuestros panelistas a hablar. So, it really is a sad state of affairs that this far along in 2021, we still have to worry about what the future of DACA is going to be. After President Biden took office, we saw a lot of positive changes on immigration, but we still have yet to see the most important one. And the most important one being that we need to figure out a real permanent solution for not only DACA recipients, but for TPS holders and our families in general. We have seen time and time again, the Republican Party, as well as this Republican appointed judge, take aim at the immigrant community to try to further their political agenda of anti-immigrant rhetoric. So we condemn this action. We knew that Judge Hannon was going to continue his plight against the Dreamer community, but we were hoping that he would find it in his heart and he would see that DACA recipients are an integral part of our community in many regards and have been essential workers before that pandemic, are currently essential workers during this pandemic, and will continue to be essential workers as well as the makeup of the fabric of the United States after this COVID-19 pandemic. So, para nosotros es realmente desalentador que ahora un juez republicano, que un juez y un grupo de personas republicanas sigan atacando a la comunidad inmigrante, sigan usando a la población de Dreamers, a la población de DACA, para ellos mover su agenda política y poder hacerse sentir y hacer a la comunidad ver como que realmente están haciendo algo y sin que se den a notar realmente lo que están haciendo es están lastimando a una comunidad que ha estado ahí antes de la pandemia como trabajadores esenciales, que durante la pandemia yo conozco muchos recipientes de DACA, eran enfermeros, doctores, estuvieron ahí ayudando y vamos a estar ahí ayudando después de la pandemia. So, para nosotros condenamos a este esfuerzo ahora nuevo del Partido Republicano y de este juez Hannon en atacar, en haciendo que los recipientes de DACA ahora tengan todavía más miedo. Pero es importante recalcar que esto nos lleva al punto que hemos hecho ya por muchos años, por mucho tiempo. Necesitamos realmente trabajar en una solución permanente, no solamente para los jóvenes de DACA, pero para las familias inmigrantes en general en los Estados Unidos, porque ya así no vamos a estar a vísperas de lo que dice una corte, sino que tendríamos un camino lleno y pleno a la ciudadanía y así podríamos ya continuar a vivir nuestras vidas. So, para la comunidad inmigrante hay que seguir luchando. Ahorita es el momento de contactar a tu representante en el Congreso, en el Senado, y decir que necesitamos una reforma migratoria para ya no estar en espera de lo que dicen las cortes. So right now, we ask all DACA recipients, as well as our families, our friends, and our allies to contact Congress and to tell them we need a pathway to citizenship, not only for the Dreamer community, for the 11 million undocumented people that live in this country. And we're going to continue to fight. FIEL stands with the immigrant community. FIEL stands with the DACA community. And we are going to do everything in our power to make sure that at the end of the day, we get the respect and the rights that we deserve. So nosotros, nuestro compromiso con la comunidad es de seguir luchando. Llevamos esta lucha ya más de 20 años, pero nuestro compromiso ahora está más fuerte que nunca en que vamos a luchar y vamos a asegurar que lleguemos al final a recibir el respeto y el lugar en este país que nos merecemos. So ahora voy a presentar a nuestro abogado Roberto Quijano. Antes de que comencemos, le quiero dar un shout out porque él estaba en camino a casa cuando cuando le llamamos, pero siempre ha sido una persona que responde luego a nuestras peticiones y le agradecemos que nos pueda acompañar hoy. So I want to introduce now our attorney, Roberto Quijano. He was on his way home and I called him and I told him, hey, this is really important. We need your expertise on this. And as always, he was very gracious to provide us with some of his time and to be able to join us in this call. So Roberto Quijano is an immigration attorney and he is our FIEL staff attorney.
Thank you, Cesar. Thank you for having me here. So this just came out. It's a 77-page order from Judge Hannon. It's an order on a motion for summary judgment from both parties. But basically, Judge Hannon ordered the government to stop approving any new DACAs. This has temporarily, it has no effect on people that currently have DACA and or are renewing DACA. Although that was something that the defendant, the plaintiffs in this case, Texas and the other states that were trying to remove DACA asked for, the judge stopped at that and let that issue for the other superior courts. But although he's allowing USCIS to accept new DACA applications and renewal applications, the judge ordered the government to stop approving any new DACA applications and granting status to them, DACA deferred status. So basically, we are now probably expecting the defendants to file an appeal, interlocutory appeal on this order from the judge, emergency, probably to the Fifth Circuit, and we'll see how this develops. Everything's so new, and I think there's still a lot to digest from this order. The judge definitely had in mind the Regent's decision from the Supreme Court. However, he does mention in the order that nothing in the Supreme Court's ruling from last year, nothing in that ruling had or said that DACA was a lawful program. The Supreme Court ruling just said that DACA, that the Trump administration violated the Administrative and Procedure Act when they removed DACA. So I'm going to say in Spanish now. Esto es algo muy triste que está sucediendo el día de hoy. El juez Hannon básicamente ha dado una orden que le ordena al gobierno, al Servicio de Inmigración, que pare de aprobar aplicaciones de DACA nuevo. Esto no afecta a todas las personas que actualmente tienen DACA o que están renovando su DACA. Y parte de la orden, el juez sí le permite al Servicio de Inmigración que siga aceptando aplicaciones de DACA nuevas y renovaciones de DACA, pero claramente les dice que no pueden aprobar ninguna aplicación de DACA nueva. So, volvemos básicamente al estado en el que estábamos antes, cuando Trump intentó de quitar el DACA. Es mucho que digerir, son 77 páginas la orden, ha sido menos creo que de 1 hora y pico, pero el juez sí menciona y tenía en su mente la decisión de la Corte Suprema de Justicia en Regents el año pasado. Él dice, nada de esa decisión de la Corte Suprema de Justicia indica que el DACA es un programa legal bajo la Constitución. Simplemente la Corte Suprema de Justicia dijo que la administración del expresidente Trump había violado la ley administrativa para pasar regulaciones cuando intentaron de quitar el DACA. Entonces, en base a eso, ahora él está tomando esta decisión. No es una decisión final, esto simplemente fue una orden en una moción que los partidos habían sometido y esperamos que los demandantes, Texas y los otros estados, los que defienden la demanda, esperamos que sometan una apelación interlocutoria al quinto circuito y vamos a ver cómo se desarrolla, pero por el momento solo van a ser aprobadas las aplicaciones de renovación de DACA, no las aplicaciones de DACA nuevas, aunque se pueden seguir sometiendo según esta orden.
Thank you, Roberto. And we'll come back to questions for Attorney Quijano at the end. So vamos a regresar con preguntas al final para el abogado Quijano si es que las tienen. So we ask that you give us a second for that. So now I wanted to introduce a luchadora, a warrior, somebody who's been to DC numerous times already, and who's a DACA recipient. And for her to explain how, as a DACA recipient, this makes her feel. And she's currently in the DACA program. So I'll leave Susie Lujano with y'all. So ahora les vamos a presentar a una luchadora, alguien que ha estado en Washington ya varias veces, luchando por los derechos de los inmigrantes y de los Dreamers. Y vamos a preguntarle cómo es que ella se siente como actual recipiente de DACA.
Thanks, Cesar. My name is Susie Lujano. I am 28 years old. I have had DACA since 2012, and my DACA currently expires in September. The past few months have been really filled with uncertainty. I have helped several people renew their DACA, and their DACA has come back so quickly that we were losing 2-3 months off of our work permits, and it was very frustrating. So a lot of us kind of got, we just kind of got carried away with, oh, well, you know, they're renewing them so fast. I've heard from so many people who waited too close until their renewal date because of this. And it's unfair. It's unfair because we're paying for a 2-year permit that they're cutting down by 3-4 months. And we were expecting a ruling from Judge Hannon. I don't really know why it took so long, and, you know, it was really abrupt. It's very frustrating. The way that I see right now, it seems to have come at a time where we are noticing this backlog and we're demanding that the backlog be cleared. And all of a sudden he decides to make his decision. It's upsetting. I was out right now when I found out the news, and I just felt sick to my stomach. I currently have DACA, so as the attorney said, I'm not affected as of now. However, we know that that's not something that's safe, and that's concerning. A lot of us are relying on this for our livelihoods. We've made our life here. This is our home. I've been here since I was a year old. It's dehumanizing. Our lives don't stop because this system doesn't work. Our lives continue. We establish communities here. We start our families. I'm engaged to a wonderful man who is a DACA recipient too. And not everybody knows this yet, but I'm expecting. I'm a little over 3 months pregnant now. And this is a very big fear of mine, knowing that this can happen at any moment. I can lose my job. I can lose my healthcare benefits. It's really ridiculous, and it feels very upsetting. I don't really know how else to express how this affects us. I have friends who are trying to apply for the first time. I have relatives who are DACA recipients right now, and they're going through their residency process, and that's delayed. So this system is broken, and Senate Democrats absolutely need to do their job, the job they were elected to do, the job that immigrants helped so hard during this past election cycle to get them elected for. This is absurd. We are not anyone's pawns. We are not pieces to a game. This needs to stop. And I really want, I want something permanent. It just needs to stop. I'm gonna go ahead and say it in Spanish. Discúlpame. Estaba yo en público ahorita. Mi nombre es Susi, perdón. Mi nombre es Susana Lujano. Tengo 28 años. Llevo aquí en Estados Unidos desde que tengo 1 año de edad. Y tengo DACA. En este momento mi DACA se expira en septiembre. Ah, estoy esperando noticias de mi renovación y como sabemos, se han atrasado las renovaciones junto con las aplicaciones nuevas que se habían metido durante este periodo. Y a mí me causa mucho coraje que parece ser que ahorita que la noticia de este atraso empezó a saberse en todos lados, que de repente ahora el juez decide dar su fallo y lo da a favor de estos estados republicanos que nos atacan constantemente. El estado en el que yo vivo, mi hogar, el lugar que yo considero mi hogar, es muy frustrante. El sistema está completamente quebrantado. Nuestras vidas no dejan de seguir simplemente porque los sistemas dejan de funcionar, ¿no? Todos estamos viviendo nuestras vidas, no somos niños, somos adultos. No nos quedamos en una etapa de nuestras vidas en la que no tenemos responsabilidades, tenemos nuestra familia. Algunos nos queremos casar, estoy comprometida yo y muchos no lo saben, pero llevo 3 meses y medio de embarazo y uno de mis más grandes temores era tener a mi bebé con esta inestabilidad de nuestro estatus migratorio. Y ahorita pues no sabemos qué va a pasar con DACA, con nosotros que todavía lo tenemos. Y por eso necesitamos que los demócratas en el Senado y en el Congreso hagan su trabajo, el trabajo que la comunidad inmigrante trabajó tan duro para conseguir que ellos fuesen elegidos a estas posiciones de poder, al presidente, a la vicepresidenta. ¿Cómo es posible que tengan todo el poder para hacer lo que es necesario para dar la ciudadanía a los millones que estamos en este país, contribuyendo de izquierda a derecha en todo aspecto de nuestras vidas? Es algo absurdo y ya debe parar. No somos piezas de un juego, somos humanos, no somos números, no somos 40,000 aplicaciones, no, somos 40,000 personas, 40,000 vidas, 40,000 gentes que tienen familiares que afuera de ellos también son afectados por estas cosas, nuestros hijos, nuestros hermanos, nuestros padres. Y ya es tiempo de que la ciudadanía se nos dé y no se nos va a dar, la vamos a pagar. No es algo que nada más nos van a dar un regalo así, no. Nosotros hemos trabajado muy duro por esto y ya es tiempo de que los demócratas hagan su trabajo.
Gracias, Susi, y esperamos continuar a trabajar al lado tuyo para que arreglar esta situación. So thank you, Susie, and we hope to be able to continue this fight alongside of you to make sure that that we provide a safe, secure future for you and the child, and congratulations. So now we have Cesar Hernandez. He is currently a 19-year-old student who's applying for DACA for the first time. And this is unfortunately something that looks like it's going to impact him directly. So Cesar, if you can go ahead and unmute your camera and tell us how and unmute yourself and tell us how you're feeling.
Yes. Like I told you earlier, it makes me mad.
Can you down a little bit more towards your face? Okay, there we go.
It makes me mad because I feel like I'm about to miss 2 opportunities. I already missed one when I turned 15 when they had took me off the first time, and now that they already paused it again, I feel like I'm about to miss that opportunity as well. But yeah, it makes me mad because like, how are you gonna tell me, and how are you gonna tell other people that they don't deserve the same chances as you because they weren't born here? It doesn't really make any sense.
Okay, and can you repeat that just briefly in Spanish?
Me hace enojar porque siento que voy a perder 2 oportunidades. Cuando tuve 15 años o cuando cumplí 15 años lo pausaron y lo volvieron a reponer no hace menos de un año y ahora que tengo ya 19 siento que voy a perder otra oportunidad por eso. Y siento como que no tiene caso que nos digan que no merecemos las mismas oportunidades que otras personas porque no nacimos aquí.
And how you said your brother and your sister were DACA recipients?
Only my sisters.
Your sisters are DACA
Yes.
recipients.
Yes.
Okay. And so how have you seen their life change after they've gotten DACA?
They've gotten jobs, kids, houses, cars, and they've already started their own lives.
And were you hoping to have that same opportunity that your sisters have had?
Yes, sir.
All right, thank you so much, Cesar. And we're going to continue to fight alongside of you as well to make sure that at the end of the day, we
Can I ask Cesar one question? Just
Yes.
¿me puedes explicar un poco por qué no habías aplicado para DACA?
No había aplicado para DACA porque cuando tuve 15 años lo habían quitado y pues no pude aplicar hasta ahora. Ya que tengo 19 años, ya apliqué en febrero o marzo, creo. Y apenas había metido mis papeles y ya lo pasaron otra vez.
Gracias.
Gracias.
Okay, does any other media have any questions either for myself, Attorney Quijano, Susie, or Cesar? ¿Alguien más que tenga una pregunta para alguno de nosotros, de los panelistas, el abogado Quijano, Susie, o César? No yo, pero el otro César.
Quick question from KPRC, if you can hear me, Cesar.
Yes, I can hear you.
Hey, it's Michael Laparty. Susie and Cesar Hernandez, just where are you from or where do you guys live? I just wanted to get some background on you guys.
I live in downtown Houston. You wanted to know where I'm from?
Yes, where are you from?
San Luis Potosí, Mexico.
And Cesar, where are you from and where do you live currently?
Yo soy de México, Distrito Federal. Yo ahorita vivo en Cypress, Texas.
Okay, so he's from Mexico City, Mexico, and he currently lives in Cypress, Texas.
Thank you.
And I have a question as well. It's for Susie or Cesar. Knowing that this decision came from a judge here in Houston, where you guys currently live, obviously it has a wide range effect on people all across the country. But knowing that that big decision that put Cesar's application into DACA on hold and your future, Susie, on hold as well, how does that make you feel that this happened in your own backyard?
So it's really it feels like a betrayal, to be honest. I know that sounds silly to some, but I remember whenever the hearings were going on, I actually, since I live right here, I went down to where the courthouse is, and I don't know, it was just a sensation of, wow, I'm right here where this decision is going to be made. I'm down the street from the courthouse. It feels like a betrayal. It does. This is home. It's home. It feels like a slap in the face, to be honest.
Hi, so this is Delani Gonzalez. I'm sorry, I'm actually driving out of town right now. I got out of work, went and got my suitcase and everything, so I haven't been able to talk. I have been I've been a member of FIEL for several years now, just Susie. I have not met Cesar Hernandez before, but I definitely did wanted to put my input into that one question you just asked. I live in Galena Park, very close to Houston, obviously. And it's like how Susie said, it does feel like we're being betrayed. Me personally, I currently work for the district attorney's office. I contribute in the human trafficking division as a paralegal. Basically, you can say that I help people out, correct? And to know that a judge that obviously is here in Houston, it definitely does feel like a betrayal. Me personally, I have said it plenty of times before. Houston feels like home, and I'm always going to be thankful for the city of Houston because they open up their arms to basically my entire family. Houston has gave me so many opportunities, and just to know that we're being kicked down to the floor in our own backyard, as you said, it definitely does feel, it's a feeling that I cannot even describe. I can basically just say disappointed more than anything else.
Thank you, Devani. Okay, is there any other questions that the media may have for any of our panelists? No, if there's no questions, the video is available online. We have gone ahead and posted it online. And to our community, we're gonna keep fighting no matter what. We are FIEL and we are here to stay. So vamos para nuestra comunidad, vamos a seguir luchando, pase lo que pase, y somos FIEL y estamos aquí para quedarnos. I also wanted to take this opportunity to go ahead and announce that on July 24th, at 2 p.m. at our office, we are going to be having an immigration forum. So if anybody has questions about what we just talked about or any other, we're going to be talking about it on July 24th at our office located at 6610 Harwin. So también quiero tomar el tiempo para invitarlos a el evento que vamos a tener, el foro de inmigración que vamos a tener el 24 de julio a las 2 p.m. en nuestra oficina localizadas en el 6610 de la calle Harwin. Thank you so much, and thank you for the media for joining us. And if there's any other news, we will go ahead and make a statement. Thank you so much. And thank you to all of our panelists, Susie, Cesar, Roberto, and Devani. And thank you, Alain, for your technical support in this matter. Thank you.
Thank you.